Alright, so today's vlog isn't exactly as fun or as exciting as some of the other vlogs I may have put together. One of the reasons I mainly put this vlog together is kind of to break up the monotony of a lot of apparently hiking vlogs I put together. So I also did commit to you guys and to myself to document as much of the journey in building Vision Paradox as possible. And this is just one of those moments where I just, one, didn't film it that well, and two, it's part of the journey that I committed to sharing with you guys. And it's not exactly the most exciting, like I said, but it just shows that, for me at least to inspire you guys, and you know, also a great thing for me to reflect on and look back at, is you've got to be willing to do things that you don't normally do to try to build your dream. Because sometimes in the beginning, if you don't have the talent surrounded around you, you've got to do a lot of things yourself, even though you're not great at it, but you got to do what you can to get by at the moment. So anyways, without further ado, on to the vlog. Alright, ladies and gents, another behind the scenes episode of Vision Paradox. This one's a little bit different. Gonna be doing something I call a small business run. Today I'm gonna be doing, stopping by a lot of the small businesses around the area. You know, I'm starting to discover that I thrive better in person with one-on-one communication. And I want to try to leverage that by going to these small businesses, see if I can talk to the owners, see what value we can do in working together, see how it goes from there, whether we set up an actual 1 or 2 hour meeting and they become a client, or if they're interested right then and there, we have a sit down and things happen. So, or you know, they don't become a client. So either way, I'm just putting in that work to make Vision Paradox happen. To get there, I believe, is doing this, because I feel like right now, for me, it feels like it's the right thing to do. I could do emails, I can do all that stuff. I mean, that's probably one of the things I'm going to do. I have a list of people to email, but I just haven't leveraged it. I should probably leverage that. Alright, one of the first stops I'm going to is I'm following up with one of the Pilates place I stopped by last Friday. See if they got the email I sent them, see if the owner got it, and see if we can get a dialogue going. Yeah, and I'm probably not going to be able to film any of these meetings because I just want to respect them and I don't want to impose or invade too much of their space, especially since I'm just some random dude trying to sell them right off the bat. So, okay, that place is closed. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back for that later. Okay, moving on to, I was intending to try to help every single business, but you know, I think an hour before I left, I decided to research the businesses instead to see what they really needed, because I wanted to make sure that the things they talked about were relevant to them. And I'm probably not going to be able to hit every single one on the list, but I did make a list of the things that they are doing well, the things that they desperately need help on. And I think that's where I could bring the value to them most, because the process of it, and it's something that I've been wanting to do for the past few months, maybe less than that. I feel like it's like the process of sitting down and meeting the potential client, and you know, whether they become one or not, I enjoy that process of talking to them and, you know, discovering what's possible for them in that conversation. That part is what excites me. I'm not worried about whether I get rejected or not, because I'm not, just to be straight up. I mean, it'll suck, but you move forward. And you know, it kind of reminds me when I was a little, like, you know, when I in my early 20s, or you know, late teens, like when I was 8, 9, 20, and I was going out clubbing, trying to build up my confidence and talking to girls. So the best way that, you know, I kind of went about it is, you know, fail forward, so to speak. You just put yourself out there, fail many times as you possibly can, and refine your approach every single time. You know, don't fail for the sake of failing and not change your approach. Fail with the intention of getting better every single time, and that's what I'm essentially aiming to do with this. Whether we get the client or not, I'm just going to continue refining the approach. And then this goes with, you know, cold calls. I think are the things I really don't like doing, because it's, you know, not everyone likes cold calls. Emails are easier to do because you can share, like, it's I think, but also the least personable. So, but you can definitely do things faster that way. So that's something I probably might be doing. I almost feel like, you know, this is more time consuming, and the more time invested into it, people might just appreciate that. So here's what I'm gonna do. There's a couple places that already have an online presence that I saw, and there's a couple places that I see. 2 places that I see that I think if I do a little bit of research real quick, I'll get an idea of where they're at. Some of these places might not be open right now, which is a concern. So that means I might have to stop by next Wednesday in the later part of the afternoon. And I'm gonna do a quick research stop real quick. Two of the multiple businesses I'm gonna hit. The bonus is that these weren't on the list that I originally wanted to get. These are additional ones that I overlooked just looking at the map on Google Maps, but the first one is closed. Probably open. It's like 1 or 2 o'clock right now, so it makes sense. But it's looking like the best way is probably have to get them through emails, but you never know. So I'm just gonna keep going, trying to get that initial conversation started, and whether it works or not, I think today is a good content for a vlog. So here's. You guys check it out if you're ever in the LA area. Open. It almost like it's closed. So a lot of the places I've hit up so far, obviously the owners aren't all there. Just met up with some of the workers just to get a name. So I can. How you doing, man? Alright. Good. You too. Met with many of the workers there. Just one thing is I'm going to use their name so I can drop it in the email when I reach out to them. But this is something I've never done before. Wanted to do it simply because I never did it, and enjoying the process of it. You know, I like the face-to-face kind of stuff a lot better. You know, it is more efficient and faster to do emails, but meeting the people, especially the people that work there, you get the feel for the business, you get the feel of the environment, you get a little bit of taste compared to just email, where it's very far, you don't know exactly how they're operating it, and you don't get to see the tonality, and there's a lot of things missing from that. You know, this is what I was meaning by failing forward. You know, there's the beginning of the game and then the middle of it, because that's a lot of stuff that's unpredictable, and going through this kind of makes me have to evolve quickly, or even if I decide to do this again, I probably might. It makes me think, okay, what's the next step when this happens? You know, because like, it's not like I do this on the daily. This is something I don't normally do. When certain resistances come up, what are questions that I can ask, or things that I can say to help break through that resistance, like make them think differently? Because I know on that end, I think just reviewing it right now, I think I said no too quickly, and I could have easily went to like, okay, well, what about your website, or well, how are you guys using Facebook ads? You know, things like that. You know, it's always good to reflect on after the gameplay. You know, I'm doing this play-by-play, you know, every stop. It'd probably be more efficient to do it like once I'm all done, but got a couple more places I want to hit up for the next half hour. Then I'm gonna head back home, do a little bit more work on some accounts. Okay, let's keep going. 2:30-ish, heading back home. Not too bad of a day. You know, hit up about 10 or 11 small businesses. Met with 2. So it's an all numbers game. You're not always, whether it's email or I send like hundreds of emails and I get like even like 5 to 10 responses. It's a numbers game. You just gotta keep plowing through. Yeah, I think today's pretty good. It was an interesting kind of experience. So who knows? I might do it again. Anyways, I'm off home. Hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. Very different content. Hope it's entertaining when I put this together. Anyways, catch you guys later.